get anything set up this morning. Damn dog. But you know, I'll deal with that later. But how are you guys doing? How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a good day, a good what's today? Oh yeah, this is like a greenish shirt, isn't it? I guess it's like I don't know what color it is, but it's gonna be weird. So we'll deal with that. But how you guys doing today? Let me start this over real quick. Go live. 18 people watching. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. Home 3 farm, let's go. Yeah, I know farm surprised me this morning. It seems like a lot of things take off when like I'm like overnight basically. Any ETFs you recommend? There's a lot of ETFs. I suggest I'll show you. Give me a second. Let me just finish what I'm doing here. Let's see details. Got to put in a thumbnail. I'm also live on Twitch. I noticed that I'm not an affiliate yet, so if I'm not an affiliate, it doesn't make sense for me to not multi-stream. But then once I become an affiliate, I will you'll have to stop multi-streaming and then go into a different form to where Twitch is a different setting in a day. So we'll see how that plays out. But let me just do this. Wish I just had a plain photo. I think that'll work. The video needs to be about AMC is going to 200 today. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I just like to talk about crypto and AMC. So that's why, you know, I'll have maybe crypto is going somewhere, AMC is going somewhere. It doesn't look like AMC is making a move, but as of, you know, what we've seen yesterday, you can't really tell when AMC is making a move. It's completely ridiculous, you know? Let me just type in what's ETF. So there's a website that I go on that's called etftrends.com. And this will give you like new ETFs. And I'm not saying that these are like the best ETFs possible, you know, but I always go through this to look at new ETFs, and I always have like an ETF watch. And I did recently do an ETF watch video to where I'm going to upload that soon. And there's a lot of different ETFs on here. So you can literally make your pick, make any type of choice here, and you'll find a good ETF as long as you have something that's, you know, standing with a good company that has a history of creating great ETFs. Then you'll have something that starts in the beginning at a lowish price and then grows to whatever it does grow to, so you can get more of what you wanted to get, you know, because starting low, obviously you can double a lot faster. So whatever you have in there will double rather than just, you know, slowly increase. You know what I mean? Even though it's going to be a slow and steady increase, no matter what, it's going to have a better chance or a faster chance of doubling than a position that's, you know, $100. So say if you buy something that's $100, it's moving at the same rate as it would if it was down at $50. Now, you know, you have an easier way of doubling maybe in 2 years rather than 3 or 4 years. Second Tuesday of the month pump, yeah. So that's what I had for ETFs. But I don't have a specific recommendation. It looks like the shorts, they've increased the amount of shorts that they had. I really want to see what's going on with the Fintel numbers, because I think that they shorted the heck out of that thing yesterday. And it's going to be fun. So you could see that The short interest increased to 91.9. That's the estimated, which is around 17 or 18%. So increasing that from 15 to 18%, meaning that they shorted AMC a lot, you know? Buying the farm. Yeah, I wanted to go through that because this is where it's tricky. I don't know if you should make that move now. I do believe that farm. Why did I say farm? I do believe that farm is going to come back. And yeah, I do believe that farm is going to come back. Hopefully this works. Because every time I click on a position here, it never really works right. Why is Coinbase not signed in? I don't even know my password. Oh, it's probably not right. So I got a 7-digit code. Do. Ah. Sometimes I don't understand. Okay. Hopefully Coinbase works. My account reached $16,000 this morning. And now it's at 15.9, so it did go down a little bit, but it has reached $16,000 this morning, which I was very hype about. And that was when Farmcoin was up to 300 plus, which I think it's 300 plus now. Yeah, it's 309. Let go. Just went away. It's $309 right now. So this has risen. It actually was up to $355. And right now my account value, which you won't see, is right behind me, is about $4,000 worth. Now, what I would see with this is that we could see this possibly pull back, but the way this trend is actually rolling, it looks like it's going to continue on that trajectory up. And I understand that this was at 4:30 a.m. that we hit this mark, which would have been amazing to get out at 350, 355, and then buy back in at 270. It wouldn't have been a crazy move. I mean, that's a good $70 per coin that I could easily put into a few more shares. So I think this is definitely going to get a lot higher. The popularity right now is 76, and I think that's going to rise. I think that's going to go way up, So I'm all for that. Also, I have internet computer increasing. So two of the top cryptocurrencies that I have, I mean, I put about $2,000 into each of them. So both of them have basically grown 100%, and that's phenomenal. But Farm has a long way to go. ICP has a long way to go. I'm looking for ICP to get to about 300-ish. If we go to a lot of the data here, you're going to see that it did get to $76. I'm looking for that to get to 300-ish, somewhere around these marks here. So maybe 250, 300. I know it has resisted previously at some of these levels. But yeah, I'm looking for it to get to some of these levels, somewhere around 300. So if it can push up to, God, my mouse, if it can push up to 150, that wouldn't be bad either. But, how much Bitcoin do I have? I have like $10 in Bitcoin, maybe. Like, I don't even know. Like, I have barely any Bitcoin. I don't even think any. You know what? I lied. I thought I did because I got free Bitcoin. I must have cashed it out. I don't have any Bitcoin. It's not that I'm not a Bitcoin fan. I just like things with a little bit more potential. Like, I understand that Bitcoin can go to crazy numbers, right? But you have to invest $30,000 or $40,000 into getting one. You know what? I lied. Yeah. Um, yeah, you have to invest $30,000 or $40,000 to get one, and I always like to have one instead of a fraction of that. You know, so for that to double, for let's say if I put $1,000 in there, for that to double, Bitcoin needs to go from 40,000 to 80,000, which is it's less likely than farm coin going from 150 to 300, which has happened. Internet computer going from 30 where I invested to 60, which has happened. That's where it's very interesting, and I just don't like I don't like putting money into something that will take forever to. And I mean, I don't think Bitcoin will absolutely take forever. I just never believed in it above $60. Like, I don't think it's going to break $60 again, in my opinion, and it may end up skyrocketing to 100,000. I don't know. I just feel as though there's a lot of coins on the market that people are going to bring their attention to. And you're seeing a lot of people talk more about Ethereum than they are about Bitcoin. But you do have a lot of people talking about Bitcoin. So it's just your opinion. It's just maybe the people that are around me are talking about cryptocurrency or talking about Ethereum a lot more. And even if I put my Ethereum in MetaMask. So anyways, I wanted to check the short interest numbers. But let me answer some questions before I check that. No. Not hitting 200 again. Yeah, we're hitting 200. I'm looking for farm to pull back around 200 and then loading up on it. I would love for that to hit 200. I was going to pull out and I was thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it now in order to get in lower at like 250 and buy more. Take the same amount that I had and buy more. That would be amazing. But I believe that I don't know. It's just tough. It's so tough. As I look at it, I'm like, okay, what can I get from this? Where can it pull back to? From 303, maybe down to 280, or even lower. Pull all the way back. But it seems like cryptocurrency is making a huge move. And if I hold on to this and just buy the dips rather than try and time the market, I should be good. What I am thinking about buying the dip on is Compound. I'm thinking about making a move into Compound because Compound's at 490. I believe that this can go to a lot higher numbers, but I do see this pulling back a little bit. It's so tricky because it can easily get to 915. So if it gets to some of these levels, I'm definitely seeing a pullback, and I'm gonna end up selling at these numbers so that I can take my $2,000 or close to $2,000 and put it back in at these lows, and then have that grow as we continue. So this is going to be one of those positions that I try and time it, which is going to be tough with crypto because it's very tough to time it because it's not predictable. And this usually happens somewhere around, I'm surprised that this happened at 8 p.m. rather than happening early in the morning. That's typically when you see the large increases. I bet a lot of this, sorry, this is why the shorts keep on this forever. Well, we got retribution to think about and running up on them, and the losses are getting bigger every day. Yeah, I recently transferred to Fidelity since the last time I was in the chat. Well, that's awesome. Fidelity's a great platform. Hey Matt, how's it going? What the fuck happened to AMC yesterday? It's crazy. They shorted the hell out of this thing. I can't wait to look at the FinTel numbers. I hope that it tells me exactly what I was seeing without even jumping into those numbers, because it's not going to give me everything, but it should give me a picture of what they were shorting based on the FINRA volume. But looking at the overall volume, you'll be able to see how much they actually shorted. Once AMC squeezes, I'm out of the stock stuff. It's so rigged. I know exactly what you mean. It's 100% rigged. And this is why I always go with day trading, so they don't give you, so you don't have time for them to react to it. You know what I mean? I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to pull the money that I have in Doge out of Doge, because like it's not the fact that I would take a loss because I'm up right now a slight bit. I would be up like $70 or something. Um, I do want it to go to 40, but I'm very impatient. I feel like when Doge goes to 40, there's going to be a lot of other opportunity that end up quadrupling rather than, just less than doubling. You know what I mean? That's $5,000 that I can take to put in other areas that may quadruple. I could put into, I don't know, Litecoin. I could put into Ethereum. I could put anywhere that I believe is going to increase. And I understand Ethereum, it would take a while to double, so that would be pointless for me to do that. But still, you know what I mean? Like I can put it into so many other areas that may end up giving me a little bit more. So I'm thinking about that. And as I'm thinking about it, it's going lower, getting closer and closer to my cost basis, which is 25, 25 cents, higher 25 cents, closer to 26. Sorry, I'm way behind. Good morning, Matt. Please get your basement tested for mold something. Sometimes you don't see it, but it's there. You don't want the long-term damage, especially these northeast homes. Please, your kids say. So the issue with that is that this is a brand new build. We've been here for 4 years, and I have a dehumidifier running to take all the humidity out, or sorry, the moisture out. So there shouldn't be any mold problems here. It's a 4-year-old house, and I'm the one that built the basement. So like it, I don't see it. I'm just a person that it's not about the basement for me. It's not here. It's once I wake up, because I wake up, I sleep with a fan on, no humidifier there, like it's dry air, and that's why I just can't do it. I tried to sleep with a humidifier on, and it actually keeps me awake. Like the air is too moist. I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah. But thank you for worrying about me. I appreciate that. Farm is super volatile though. But yeah, I get where you're at. Yeah, you know what I mean. I was thinking about selling out of my Doge to buy more, and it pulls back. But fear it's not going to pull back down. Keeps so yeah, I know, keeps me from ever making a move. I know exactly what you mean. I've been there and I'm still there because I'm like, all right, well, just wait for Doge to break past 30 cents, but it looks like it keeps resisting 30 cents. So if I sell at 30 cents, the next time I sell 30 cents, it's probably going to skyrocket over it. But either way, if it goes to 30 cents, I'll make a decent amount of money from it. It's not going to be the amount that I wanted, but I'll go from like $5,000 to like $6,000. So are you still able to do 100 BTB? I sent you a MetaMask on Instagram yesterday, and it's just need to buy BTB to help liquidity. Yeah, I think we'll get into that in a little bit. I definitely can. Just make sure it's the receive address that you're sending me, because I did send it to people that I guess didn't get it. What's crazy is though I've been sending things to my like wallet address rather than a receive address, and it actually appeared in my wallet anyways. But I want to make sure if you have a receive address for BTD itself, send that to me, and hopefully that's what you did. Because I think I did send it to you, but I might have sent it to your wallet address, and that means that it's gone. Which is okay. I mean, it's out there. It's in limbo. It doesn't matter. But I spent the Ethereum on that. So every transaction cost me Ethereum to send. I have my gas fees, which is crazy because I tried to set up liquidity for, like I wanted to put 9,000 shares into the liquidity pool. And it was saying something like it was going to cost me $900 in gas fees. And I was like, are you kidding me? That makes no sense whatsoever. Why would it cost me $900? And then I tried to lower it down to um, like 100 like I had before, and it still said I had to pay $800 in gas fees, and I don't know why. Maybe I ran out of gas fees that I can use. I don't know. I pulled out of Doge when it was positive. Yeah, I hear you. All right, let me skip to the bottom. Wait, was it Nino or did I mistake the name? Personally load up around 200, looking to make anywhere to 50% to 100% on it. Here, I almost loaded up on it last night when it was 200. So much for that. M. Kriegs, you're hot. That's what AMC popcorn says. Victoria's Secret went up $23. Wow, that's awesome. I sold it $250 just to watch it spike overnight. It's a bad feeling. Yeah, I mean, it'll happen, but I think it will end up making a move back. It's looking like it's on a, if you're talking about farm, it does look like it's starting to, see that upward moving channel, but still. I'm working on a BTD coin logo. Well, I already have one set, but it's going to take like 4 to 5 days to go through. Yes, I got it yesterday. Thank you. No problem. I'm working on a BTD. Yeah, I just read that. I can't find BTD on my MetaMask. Do I need to use a laptop? Because on the phone, the app, I don't see it. Did you copy the address exactly? So the address that I had in my last stream, I don't know if I can post it here. Probably can. Let me see. All right, so refresh the stream and you should be able to see it in the description. Wait and double your money with Doge. Quadruple your money with other plays quicker. Should be an easy decision. Yeah, I know. I know. That's where it's like it is an easy decision, but I also don't want to abandon the community at all. I do believe in where Doge can go, and I want people that did buy in at like 40 cents or 50 cents to end up making money from that. But it's going to take some time and people to remain strong within that position. Now, I do believe in it. I would probably put like a good $1,000 into it, but $5,000 I could put somewhere else that could possibly double or that could quadruple, even quintuple or 10x, 100x. There's a lot of positions out there that can move quite a bit. It's just I'm not giving it, the time of day, or I am giving it the time of day. I'm just giving it like a slight look. I sold all my Doge, is it 20 cents? Put it on the AMC. 50,000. Wow. Should I sell AMC and use the funds to purchase XRP? No. Should you sell AMC and use the funds to put AMC? I think is going to be one of the biggest, the biggest pushes that we ever see in a position. I think it's going to be in the stock market, I would say, because I can say the crypto market, everything is unknown. And you could see things like Farmcoin that could get to a $1 billion market cap and be pushing $1,000 or so, right? Is that accurate? Something like that. Yeah, $1,000 or $2,000 or something. But then you can get to a reasonable market cap where it's 20 billion and end up seeing tens of thousands. So it's crazy to see that and see that potential in the crypto market. But what I'm saying is AMC is going to be huge. It's just a matter of time as long as people remain strong. And this is not financial advice. It's merely just my opinion. I wouldn't say that, XRP is worth giving up AMC for, because XRP, yes, you can, 2x your money very quick. Probably, triple your money. But that's it. That's the extent of it. For AMC, you can, double, quadruple, 10x, 100x. Like you're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see a 10x move from $50 to from $50 to $500, or you're gonna see a 100x move from $50 to $5,000. Like you're gonna see a huge move, and this is just my opinion. I mean, you can take it how it is. Reason why I generally don't show my face. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, people think that I look. I'm just playing. Gotta remain confident. Reason. Oh, okay, I just read that. Hit the like button, peeps. Yes, hit the like button. We have 208 people in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I watched it in real time. That was rough. What'd you watch in real time? Oh, it moved. Yeah, farm. But then I got called a man because of my screen name. Yeah, it's cool. I think you did try, but I didn't have ETH in MetaMask. It was my fault. This was my this will help with the gas fees from my mistake. Thanks, Matt. Well, I don't. Oh, okay. Thank you for sending a super chat. But yeah, you said you emailed me or you reached out to me on Instagram. What's your Instagram name? Because I got a bunch of messages. Trying to see. Yeah, what's your? I got a wow. Yeah, please hold off on sending the BTD coin. I still got to connect my MetaMask wallet to Uniswap. Thank you for your time. Yeah, Devin Payne, let me know when you want me to send that over to you, and if that is your BTD address. There's a ton of people that asked for it, and that's awesome. That is amazing to see that are going to help out with liquidity. Did I miss something? I logged out and logged back in, and the screen came back. Let me go to my channel and then come back in. There we go. Hey buddy, how you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I have a black screen also. So yeah, I think it was the fact that it was the same stream that was up yesterday, but it just I restarted it, I guess. I think that's how Twitch works. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what your name is on Instagram, John Valdez, if it's the same thing, because I didn't see any message from John on there. Good morning, sir. I'm about to start a new YouTube, and then I will be a member, setting everything up with the credit union this week. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for becoming a member, or thank you for becoming a member for the future, I guess, in the future. We are going to switch this to members only today because I forgot to do that yesterday after all the discussions we were having. Crypto is a 5-year hold. Sometimes it looks like AMC is down to 1%. It's down 1%. And it's at $31.41. It's crazy where it has fallen to. I did want to look at these shorts. Give me 2 seconds. Did an article, XRP quadrupling. Your thoughts? I think, yeah, it's definitely possible. For it to quadruple, it's just going to take a while because the amount of supply, it means that people have to hold on to it for that to end up happening. And I think it could happen, but I don't think you get anywhere past that. Anywhere from the others, if they receive their BTD. I think there was a few people that have said that. There was maybe like 3 people that have confirmed that they received their BTD. Every other person that I sent it to, I guess, didn't get it because it was sent to their regular wallet rather than the BTD wallet. But I'm not really 100% certain. You know, they may have gotten it. If it touches 30 or less today, I'm going to have another 100 shares. It's John Valdez on IG as well. I just sent a new message. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything from a John Valdez. Whoops. Ah, there we go. There we are. Okay. All right, so that is your BTD wallet. I will send that over now. Let's see what the gas fees are like. That's not that bad. You were spot on. 920. 920 is the gas fees. Are the gas fees? Whatever. All right. I just sent that over. It's pending right now. So that's great to see. I hope I can do something with the liquidity. I would love to be able to add to the liquidity pool like 5,000 coins, so we can get this thing off. You know, get the ball rolling here. Yes, you got mine. It was awesome. Thanks again. No problem. There's no like a button on Twitch. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a like button. Whatever you can do would help. You know, I appreciate it. Anybody that wants to follow me on Twitch, please do so because I will continue the rest of the stream there. So when it gets to like 9 o'clock or so, I continue the rest of the stream on Twitch for a little bit before we end it. But yeah. How are you so confident AMC can 10x when they've dropped it from 70 to 30? So the reason why I'm confident, one, thank you, John, for sending me another super chat. I appreciate that. But the reason why I'm so confident is because I see all of the information in the background and I understand exactly what billionaires and hedge funds and people with money do. You know, they are stubborn. They will try and prove that they're right as much as they possibly can and will short this thing as much as they possibly can. But you know what? There's a limit to everything. And they know there's a limit to everything. They can't hold on to this forever. They can hold on to it for a long time. That's why I'm saying it could possibly go to the end of the year. It could go another year. And you don't really know how much money they do have because they're not getting charged like a crazy interest rate, right? If they were paying out, 20% on their short positions, they would have been out of this already. They're not doing that, right? They're paying basically, pennies on the dollar here. Like they're paying nothing. And eventually it will get to a point to where it starts to build up and that money is being held at such a high unrealized loss that they have to let it go. For the sake of their business, they're going to have to let it go. Now, they could be stubborn and run their own business into the ground and then, partner with the government saying, look, if you do this, the whole entire stock market is collapsing. So you better save me type of thing, which no matter what, if they did that, one, it would take a long time for this to play out. And two, lost my train of thought. I swear every time I read something, I lose my train of thought. It's always about farm coin or some type of cryptocurrency. I hate that I get distracted. But basically, looking at, I really love, happens to me so much. Like I'll read the chat. I need to put the chat away when I get into like a rant explaining things. If the government does help out, help them out, it's going to be a point to where they basically say, you know what, I'm getting the government's help, so it's not going to be against us because no matter what, they're going to end up covering those shorts. That's what I was trying to say. I believe. I really don't know because I truly am blank right now, but that's what I'm getting at. Let's go with that. Didn't receive. Just checked. You didn't receive it? I don't think I sent it to you. Did I send it to you, Nicholas? Yeah, if I let you know that I sent it, then that's where you'll get it. So that's when you'll get it if I tell you that I sent it. So I will respond to every person that I sent it to. Thumbs up if you. So I'll do thumbs up if you received it, so I can count the amount of thumbs up that I have. So for everybody that got it, wherever you send me a message, let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you received it. So send me a thumbs up emoji if you did receive it. Not in the chat, not in the live stream. Wherever you sent me a private message, let me know by sending me a thumbs up in that message. Can you please explain about FarmCoin? So FarmCoin is I don't really know the details behind it, but I can tell you that FarmCoin has the thing that interests me about this position is, and it has dropped back a little bit. That's interesting. What does interest me about this position is the fact that it has 600 plus circulating supply. That's what makes it, very interesting to most people. The 600 supply means that the market cap is in the millions when the price is in the 200s. So when it's in the thousands, it's still going to be only, maybe even in the millions, if not a billion, right? That's nothing compared to the typical market cap that you do see in something of, not even a big coin, just a relevant coin, So seeing those levels, and this can get to a certain level once the popularity does rise, that can get into the thousands. And if you have, 20 coins, 100 coins, you're literally holding something that can be huge. I mean, humongous. And you're missing a huge opportunity because of the fact that when it's on Coinbase, yes, 76 popularity, 76 number 76 in popularity. But you have to look at it as it was just 85 in popularity like a few days ago. Has a typical hold time of 3 days. People are holding it and selling and, getting out of this position at 355, getting back in at 270. We understand exactly what's happening there. It's moving on that trajectory, right? But look at this. Look at this movement that we are seeing here. Look at this trend line that we're creating of these levels of support. It's on the way up, creating a new low, a higher low, maybe even creating a higher high going forward. So I see nothing but great things with farm, especially only 600K circulating supply. That's huge. What chart is that, and how is the price now lower than it was before? When it run up back to, it went to 14. What? I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, GME, good morning, everybody. Just a little appreciation for supporting me, staying bullish on crypto and AMC/GME. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the super chat. That means a lot. It means the world to me. So, I'm, like I said, I'm trying to be as bullish as I can be with things that they are shorting heavily, whether it's GME, AMC, they find a way to short Doge, whatever it is, I'm trying to be as bullish as possible. I always like to be realistic, and I will be as transparent as possible and let you know exactly what I'm doing, whether it's with, I'm going to sell my Doge or, what I will do in adding more AMC, and everything that I'm doing. So I appreciate you, being here. Without you guys, there would be no me. There was a couple of days to where I was down with the fact that I wasn't really getting, a ton of viewers, but I appreciate the guys that have come through. And I stepped back and looked at it and said, look, the people that are watching me, they really appreciate what I'm doing. And it makes me feel good to come here every morning and talk to you guys and know that certain things are playing out the way that we hope that we play. Farm is playing out that way. ICP is playing out that way. Dogecoin's making a little bit of a move. Ethereum made a really good move. You're looking at AMC that did make a move, but now they're still pulling it back. So I appreciate you guys more, than you may think you appreciate me. So I just thank you. Thank you. And how do you determine a lower low and a higher high is reached to enter a trade? So for me, it's very difficult to see lower low and higher highs and lower lows and then make a trade into that position. A lot of times what I will do with crypto, it's a lot different because you really don't have a lot of the indicators. And even if you did, it looks like Webull doesn't really follow a typical movement of, like, say, a swing trade or a day trade. But once you start seeing the setting of creating a lower low, so like here, it created this low. Now you're looking for an increase where it creates that lower high, right? And then you want to see them create a lower low to indicate that downward trend. However, they created a higher low. So you have to wait for that to make its move. The issue is that you have to wait some time. You're looking for an entry point. You have to wait some time to find that lower low, but this may not be a point to where you're actually seeing a lower low. You're seeing a lot of, higher highs. So we're creating these lower lows. I'm expecting to see a higher high here. If we don't, and we see it end up, consolidating, then we might end up seeing a shift to where it goes lower lows and goes back to about 200. So, and that would really suck because I always try and find a way to predict where it can go. And I hate seeing that because I'm like, 350, I could sell at 350, get back in at 200 and then make my move. But it's so tough. It's so tough to predict it. Good morning. I'm heading to North Carolina and some fun on the beach. That's awesome. I'm going to Delaware tonight. So I won't be streaming tomorrow or Friday. I will be, maybe tweeting throughout. I actually might be on the golf course because I'm going to be golfing probably at like 6 in the morning, maybe 5, 6 in the morning tomorrow, the next day after that, the next day after that, just every day, as many days as I can. But um, it's something where I will try and keep up to date what's going on with crypto and AMC, and I will be making videos. They may not be the quality that you normally see, where you have the green screen in the background, all that stuff, but you will get just my perspective on what's actually happening. Just more of a face-to-face type of thing. Just subscribe, bro. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. That means a lot. It means the world. Been a long-term holder of AMC. Jesus. And GME, AMC GME / Doge, as well as Bitcoin. But recent events were pretty hectic. Hopefully, all the ways, including AMC, would pay off soon to give back to the community. Yes, 100%. I like to see people make money, and I've had a lot of great success stories to where people have made money based off of things that I talked about. Not really advice or suggestions or anything, but seeing that was always good. Where people are like, oh, I made $2,000 since I started watching you. Well, it may have not just been me. It might have been the community. The community always brings up great positions to get into. I would have never gotten into farm. I mean, I probably would have, because I always look at new positions that come on Coinbase. I just was kind of a little bit late to the party. I probably would have been good if I was late to the party, because it got down to 150 and I would have been able to buy a lot more coins. With 2,000 shares, I would have been able to buy more coins at 150, but it's still okay. I'm happy with having 13 coins. I would love to have 50 or 100, but we'll see. You the man, Matthew. Thank you for saying that. Good double AMC position if we sold at 70 and bought back in at 31. If only we knew the future. Yeah, it's so tough. That's the issue. You don't know how far they're going to bring this back to, because even if you would have seen that, let's say we go and look out 3 months, right? Even if you would have seen that 77 move. You've seen the 77 move, you still haven't gotten to 31 until all the way back here. So by that time, you probably would have ended up making this move 77 and then seeing it go down to this level, probably buying back in at 40, which is not bad. But then you would have that run up to 60 and you'd be like, all right, I'm sold. And you would probably buy a little bit more. And then you would end up, increasing that cost basis, even though here you would technically lower your cost basis. If you bought in somewhere like right here, you sold up there, buy back in here, buy some more of here, thinking that it's going to continue to go back up to 70. But by the time it gets to 31, is all the way back here. That's where it first gets to 31. So this is where you have to wait so many days without holding AMC in order for that to get to 31. You know what I mean? And that's a tricky situation, because any increase, creates that mindset, oh, it's leaving without me, It takes so long, and that's where it's always to a point to where, like what I did, where I pulled 20 out. I think it might have been a little early. I think 30 would have been the good mark. But I pulled money out in order to cover my initial cost basis, so that I'm comfortable with what I'm holding. I'm comfortable with the 900 shares that I'm holding, even though I'm holding maybe $5,000 into my initial investment. I'm still comfortable with it because I have $10,000 that's on the side, and I know that crypto grew from $8,000 to $16,000. So I basically doubled in all of my crypto. Mainly, it's been a couple of big ones that have taken off, and Anchor Coin that has made a move as well. But still, like, I was able to double the $8,000 that I put into crypto as a whole into $16,000, and it's not done there. ADA is flying. ADA is making a move. ADA has been great for me. Not going on holiday tonight. Squeeze confirmed for today. I sold off airline stocks yesterday because we're always messing. Is it a bailout? Put it to GME. That's awesome. or always needing a bailout, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I really need help. What do you need help with? ADA, Matic, AMP. You can only pick one. Which do you choose? Not looking for financial advice, obviously. ADA, Matic, AMP. Matic has been moving, right? AMP has a lot of potential because it is at a lower price point. So you can easily get to $1. And I would say out of potential, AMP, ADA just has a lot of, I don't know, it just seems more stable to me. ADA seems like something that people will buy, stake, they will hold, and it will be something that moves a lot more efficiently than AMP. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for efficiency, if you're looking for consistent growth, I would say ADA, but AMP is something that has a lot more potential. AMP is at what, like 6 cents? Or 8 cents or something. I don't really know. I can go and check. But it has a lot more potential because if it gets to $1 or it even gets to 16 cents, if it's at 8 cents, it goes to 16 cents. That's doubling. If it goes to 32 cents, that's quadrupling. You know what I mean? Like that's what really gets me is like the cents versus the dollars. ADA gets to $3, which it definitely can. Then you're basically doubling at that point. Actually, less than doubling at this point. But if AMP goes to $1, well, now you're reaching to a level that's way more. 8 cents, 10xing is 80 cents. Do you know what I mean? So it's potential gains versus something that's stable. So I would say AMP because I'm all for things that have a lot more potential. And ADA, I have some in as well, but just as something stable. It's like when you have a risky investment, or when you have like a Roth IRA or something, you want to have risky investments in there as well as something that's more stable. So you have your mutual fund or your Fidelity fund or whatever it is, index fund, and then you also have, your penny stock that could rise to $10,000 out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And you can basically gain double or triple, quadruple your money just by seeing it get to a certain level. More risk, or you have more risk over here, but you're putting less into it, but you can have that large reward, So hopefully that helps. Just trying to stay careful on the downs and sideways movement, and always remember that it's going up and down and coming back to the same price point. Basically means loss on leverage. Yeah. ACH is taking off. Is it? I was watching that and I was so pissed that I missed that opportunity because I was looking at it and I was like, fucking Christ. And I'm sorry to use Lord's name in vain there, but right now it's at 11 cents. I mean, the circulating supply is still low, so no matter what, this can take off. You know what I mean? It does not hurt to buy any of this and see this make a move because 3 billion coins means that if it gets to $1, that's $3 billion market cap. If it gets to $10, it's a $30 billion market cap. So that's nothing. If it's something that actually makes sense to grow and can have usability behind it, then yeah, I can buy some today. Should I buy some today? You tell me, should I buy some today? I'm thinking about buying $300 worth. You let me know. If I get 5 yeses in the next 1 minute, I will buy it. Actually, get the likes up to 150. We have 279 people in here. I'll buy it. Get the likes up to 250 or 150. Yes. Why does it seem like $1 is always the benchmark folks reach for? Well, it's the easy. So I don't think it's a benchmark. You can think of it as a benchmark, but I don't think of it as a benchmark. I think of it as an easy explanation as to to compare the market cap. So I compare the market cap to what an average market cap looks like, which you would see somewhere around the maybe 5 to 10 billion range, which is an average for like, you know, the top cryptos that are on, you know, a normal watch list. And that's where it gets tricky, because it starts to make people think, oh, well, it can get to $1, it can get to a penny, it can get to this. But I use that to make it simple on what the circulating supply is and what the market cap can be. If it gets to $1, then that means that you look at the circulating supply and say that it's a $3.1 billion circulating supply, just to explain that very well. If I said, oh, if it gets to $100, now I have to multiply that by 100, and then, you know, it's a more difficult calculation. Even though it's easy, it's still a difficult calculation. It's easier to explain people, hey, if that goes to $1, the market cap is 3.1 billion. Now, is that high? It sounds high, but it's not really high, you know? But I understand where you're coming from. I hate that we always get that point of $1, because then it creates a ceiling of $1. But I like to explain it as if the circulating supply is 1-to-1 with the market cap, you know? So I'd rather go for BTC, or either both may dip a bit more soon. Give me Matt financial advice on mass. I guess the authorities can't lock it all up. Yeah. Also, you can get movie tickets, those overpriced popcorns at AMC with Bitcoin later this year, hopefully. Yeah, that's true. And I think that's going to be good news for AMC and obviously cryptocurrency, which, if it is, once that does end up becoming true to where that makes a move, we're still at only 144 likes. So 150 and I buy, you know, $200 worth. But yeah, that should be good, because then I'll get a decent amount of coins. And then I'll keep buying as we do see it go lower. So if it gets down to 8 cents, I'll buy more. I'll buy another $200 or something like that. I do see this as a decent position. 3 billion circulating supply is not that bad. I always like to go for something a lot smaller of a circulating supply, in the millions. But, you know, we'll see. On 156. All right, I'll make that move. Hey, Matt, you reckon Elon's tweets about AMC will squeeze? I don't think so. I don't even think Elon's tweets can save that. You know, can get to a point to where AMC is not being shorted as much. No matter what, you're going to have people that buy into it. The FOMO buying yesterday was crazy. The amount of shorting that was going on was also crazy. So let me go over here and quickly take a custom. See, these are those positions to where you're like, all right, well, you know, if I had taken money out of Doge, which is at a reasonable price, then maybe I would be able to buy a bunch more crypto. And it seems like crypto has been working a little bit better for me. I understand AMC is going to make its move, and I'm going to hold on to it for a long time. GME doing the same. Zomedica and SOS, what the hell are they doing? I don't know. But I know that with the money that was at the market value, right now I'm down like $2,000 on at least one of them. And with that money that was around $10,000, $12,000, could have put that into Coinbase, possibly doubled or tripled that. And I am starting to like crypto a lot more than the stock market, because it seems less manipulated. Even though you have a lot of fluctuation where people are buying and selling and at weird times and seeing things skyrocket out of nowhere, it's definitely tricky. So I'm gonna buy $200 worth. We're gonna preview that. That will get me That will get me 1,665 coins. And if it goes lower, I will buy another $200 worth. I would like to hold probably about 5,000, maybe 10,000. Somewhere around the same amount that I'm holding of ADA. What's today, the 11th? Why is it taking so long to go through? Come on. ACH is what coin I'm buying $200 worth. Oh, geez. Why is this not going through? Thank you, by the way, for saying bless you. But I got in at 200 on farm. Should I sell and wait for the dip or just average up? Thanks. I know it's just an opinion. So I think that you should make whatever move you think is gonna play out your way. So I can't give you any type of advice because that is financial advice. I mean, the crypto market is not regulated, so technically I can do anything I want when it comes to crypto. But I'm not going to give you advice just because I don't want it to go against you and then you get upset and then all of that. You have to make the best decision for you because my decision may be different. I'm looking to buy the dip of these coins rather than just, sell at the high. Now, if it gets to a certain level, like say compound, right? I will probably sell one or sell both of them to try and average it down or bring my price down when it gets to like 900. If it gets to $900 or $800 and I see it resist from 1,000, I'm going to end up selling that, get back in at some of the lows, and then I could basically increase the amount that I'm holding. So let's say if it goes to $1,000, I sell there, it goes down to 500. Now I can buy 4 coins rather than holding, 2. So that's what I'm thinking of, but it's tough. It's still freaking loading. What's going on here? I think Coinbase just has issues. Okay, it did go through. Oh yeah, I forgot. I buy $50 worth of, or I buy one. Is it one Ethereum every time? I need to change that. I buy one Ethereum Classic every month. But I need to change that because I have a recurring thing. But I want to cancel that because I just buy random stuff. All right. So yeah, I bought about $200 worth of ACH, and I'll probably buy more if it does decrease. Do I trade Forex? I don't. If I make $2 million off of AMC, I'm index funding and traveling the world. That's a good idea. The whole $2 million. That's a good idea. I mean, you'll make about $200,000 a year off of that. If you're averaging, let's say, 8 to 10%, you can make about $200,000 a year, which is really good. If you just put the whole $2 million into an index fund, live off of the interest, that's always the way to do it. Guys, if you could take any advice from anybody, and not me, anybody. And I'm not saying this is advice from me, because you don't get any financial advice from me, right? um, is that living off the interest is not a bad thing. I think you should probably take a second after you do get any type of large money, whether it comes from crypto or it comes from AMC or it comes from GME, whatever it comes from. ETC is not doing so hot. Yeah, I know. And you just sit on it, wait for something to come into your mind, settle with the amount of money that you do have, and then make your moves. Don't just instantly go, okay, I got $15 million. What am I spending money on first? Just relax, take a second, think about it. Don't tell anybody, because they will influence your decisions, and then it will restart that process all over. Just sit on the money, look at it in your account, and go, like, what do I do now? Realize that you do have the money. Just continue to look at it every day. Don't do anything with it. Continue to look at it every day. Because for me, I got used to seeing, I'm now used to seeing, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars in my normal account, not just my investment account, or not just my long-term accounts. I'm used to seeing hundreds of thousands of dollars in my normal accounts, and tens of thousands of dollars is like nothing to me. If I lose $1,000, no offense to anybody who thinks like, oh, you're balling or whatever. I'm used to seeing $1,000 move here and there. I'm used to, like, I'll explain to Erica, and she's like, oh, what's going on in the markets today? Which she doesn't really care about it. She's just asking about how much money we made or how much money we lost or whatever. And I'll say, oh, we lost $2,000 today, or we lost $8,000 today. And she's like, you're okay with that? And I'm like, well, it's unrealized losses. You don't actually lose until you sell. But I'm kind of used to seeing the $1,000, like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 move in and out of my, not in and out of my account, but up and down, from $50,000 down to $47,000, up to give almost, yeah. You have to, you can wait on that. So you forgot a step. Give most of it to the government. I think what the funny thing is that you can actually take that money and put it into other investments, and if you lose it, then you lose it, right? That's your tax money. You can do whatever you want with it if you have a large loss, and that also factors into how much money you gain in the end. So I say, continue to invest with that money, even if it is tax money. I invest with my tax money, and it's only free to a certain extent. Losing a lot of money ends up being just a little ridiculous, But yeah, I know what you mean. But I can see like thousands of dollars like decrease in my account, and I'll be okay with it. Tens of thousands of dollars, I can't say that I'm very comfortable with, but $1,000 in a day is not bad. You'll see that I'm down $2,000 on like SOS and ZOM, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I know what's left in there, and I know what they can be. I know what I can do with that. Now, if somehow, some way, something gets delisted or anything like that, now that's where I end up getting into a situation where I'm like, okay, I'm upset, because that's either $5,000 or $7,000 worth of a loss in total, which is a larger loss than what you would want. You know what I mean? Yeah, so many people don't realize that you don't lose until you sell. Not your money until the movement. The moment you hit that sell and take the bet out of your account. Yeah, that's true. Azam isn't the homie right now. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That's one way to put it. Our money during gains, your money during a loss. Yes. was good with the 1 to 2K swings, but when I lost 10K on options, it hurt a lot. And remembering what the account looked like when AMC was at 70 still stings. I know exactly what you mean. I mean, mine wasn't as high, which it could have been. It wasn't as high, but it does sting seeing like the level that it was at, and then seeing where it is now. But knowing the potential, knowing how it got to this spot, makes me think that it's going to get to that plus 1,000x. By realizing, or wait, sorry. I mean, loss equal to $200 loss to me, or $1 million loss to Elon. Yeah, I guess that's accurate. It'll probably be more like a $10 million loss for Elon. I think Elon probably loses $1 million a day in unrealized losses, and he's probably comfortable with that. You have to remove all emotions from this. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. That's why I said, taking your initial investment, I think removes a lot of the emotions of losing what you put in. And then when you get to a point to where you're like, all right, I'm holding all gravy here, then you're like, okay, I don't care what happens to this. No matter what, if it goes to $1, I gain money out of it. If it goes to $2, I gain money out of it. If it goes to $1,000, well, obviously I'll gain more money out of it. So that's why I sit here and look at it and I go, okay, I'm sitting on gravy here. I probably will find a way to invest more, but we'll see how all of this plays out. I'm gaining a lot from cryptocurrency, and I think the potential of AMC is once in a lifetime. So that's why I'm holding on to what I have, and I'm comfortable with it, because I don't want to be that person that derails the squeeze when I choose to sell whenever I sell. If it gets to a high point, I'm comfortable with it. If it gets to $10,000 worth, or $20,000 worth, or $100,000 worth, and I get to a level where I'm like, all right, I'm comfortable, but it's still growing. I don't want to derail that. I don't want to have 3,000 shares or 10,000 shares and derail everything that a lot of people are working on. So how far Doge may go in your opinion, this year? I think it's going to hit 80 cents and probably pull back again. The reason why I say that is because of like the mindset of people. The mindset is still Doge to $1, and Doge to $1 really means Doge to 75 cents. So because most people will sell well before it gets to that point, just to get out in time. You know what I mean? And it sucks because Doge just have a lot more potential to increase, and you could see FOMO buying, but there's going to be a lot of FOMO selling. You know what I mean? So fear of missing out on those gains because other people may sell before you, type of thing. Doge heading to $100,000 before the end of the year. That's a little ridiculous. The market cap would be insane. Hope to see farm drop today for a buying opportunity. Yeah, if it does drop today, if it gets back to sub, which I said this yesterday. I said if it gets back to sub 200, I'll buy more. And it did get back to sub 200. And guess who didn't buy more? If you're guessing and you didn't get it right, it's me. I didn't buy more. The token contact address is in the description. The BTD contact address is in the description. And Baby Doge, I don't know about that. Still waiting to see a green account AMC. The stock has been going down ever since I bought it, even with averaging down. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's It's tough to take it in. I mean, right now, I think I'm losing on options plays. Like I lost another like 100 something dollars on options. I mean, let me log in. Let me see what. So right now, Doge is up $200. The total market value is 5,700. If I end up making that move up to, if I end up making that move up to about $30, that'll be about $6,000, $7,000 of market value, which I could then put into other cryptocurrency or move it to Coinbase to where I can put some into Doge, and then also put some into other places. Because I think Doge, for me, I was looking for a doubling, and it's steadily pulling back from 30. Now, I think it will pass 30, but I think it's going to pull back from 30 one more time, but I don't know when. It might be tonight, and then you'll see me take that out, and what I will do is try and, pull that into my bank account. But yeah, I'm down $2,200 on ZOM, 1,500 on SOS. Those are huge moves. The market value right now is $10,000. The market value that I put in, obviously, was plus another 3,700. So adding that to 10,300, I'm now looking at $14,000 that I could have been putting into other positions if this wasn't playing out the way that it is. I just hate the fact that it's not really making a move. Like SOS did make a move back up to about $4, which is above my cost basis, but it was in the pre-market when I wasn't watching it. So I have to sell these two positions. GNW, that's a free stock. OPK. We're also seeing that I have this $65 call for August 20th. If we see any type of movement, right now I'm down to unrealized loss of $527. This is about $1,000. So I need this to work out, which I think it will. $145 by December 17th. I think it will work out. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But I've made more money. I can't say I've made more money with crypto because I've made more money with maybe I have. Because right now I basically pocketed $10,000 and put that into, let's say I put that into crypto and I have $2,000 into here, but the total account gain and loss, because this is a new account, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my thing. The total account gain loss right now for year to date should be $12,000. So that's more than what I made in crypto. That's still good. Majority of it came from AMC. You can see that the stock P&L is 16,000 plus, and then you have AMC, the options contract. I'm down about $1,000 total. It may end up increasing. It may not. Costs I made money from, but then there are other positions that I've lost money from. DraftKings, Clover, like SOS. These are still unrealized. This is unrealized. So a lot of the losses are lower. I don't try and accept any big loss. I try and accept a larger gain. I made money from Robinhood, $72 from Robinhood, a real quick gain from that. But yeah, most of the losses are smaller. So if you have small losses besides those 3 huge losses, you're good. These are unrealized, so it's not something where I'm actually actively losing money from, Clickbait title on every video? What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Did you not see FarmCoin? How is it clickbait? FarmCoin hit 355. What do you think of Scale? I actually have Scale. Let me go back to Coinbase. I actually have a little bit of Scale. I have about 500 coins of it. I do. Oh, come on. Why is it making me sign in again? Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. I actually have Scale. Like I said, I have 521 coins of it. Let me go back here. And it's currently at 32 cents. Right now it has 1.2 billion. I do like this position. I like it a lot less or a lot more when it's cheaper. When you get down to the sub 20 cent mark. I think I invested, it might have been a little bit higher. It might have been somewhere around 32 cents where it is now. I think I did invest somewhere. I don't remember when I bought it. But I have 521 coins, which I may increase. It's only $1.2 billion circulate or 1.2 billion circulating volume. It looks like the typical hold time is 63 days, which is definitely good. I love seeing a higher hold time, which means that people will hold on to this for a long period of time. And if they do hold on to it for a long period of time, then the stock price grows, or it grows. Coin price grows, or token, whatever you call it. It's saying invalid address. Did you put it in custom token, not just in regular token? So there's two sections when you do add token. So I could show you. All right. Come on. I hate this mouse now. This mouse is supposed to be like one of the most expensive mouses, and it doesn't work ever. So yeah. When you go to assets and you go to add token, if this freaking mouse would work, I don't know what's going on here. I'm about to just bring my whole computer over here. You go to add token, you go to custom token, that's where you put the address in. Maybe it's dead. You're gonna charge? Oh, I know that's charging. There we are. Beat up that mouse. Matt's secret is that he's always angry. Yeah, if you go to custom token, you should be fine. So I don't know. What's your strategy on taking profit on farm? For farm, it's tricky. I don't want to take profit for a while on farm. I'm probably going to hold on to that for a while and continue to average down. Now, if it starts getting into the thousands, I want to hold probably 50 before it gets into the thousands, which I don't know if it will happen, but it's something that I do believe is going to be very popular and get into the thousands or tens of thousands before you see me make a move. I thought I broke it, forgot and changed my password. Have you played the new Zombies map? I did play it. It was I played it for a little bit. I've been playing the game Back for Blood, because they have the beta version until the 16th, which I need to play it today. So because I'm not gonna be able to play it until I come back, and when I come back, it's not gonna be available anymore. But uh, War for Wakanda will be open. Um, so yeah, I played the new Zombies map, but I've been playing other games. Harvest your profits from the farm. I nearly did the same thing. Matt, when do you think AMC will squeeze? When do I think it will fully squeeze? With the rate that they're going here, I think it's going to be like the end of the year. You'll see FOMO buying, but it won't squeeze till next year. I think that's 100% true, and I think it's going to be to a point to where um, AMC is trying to find ways to make money in order to remain. But I think they issued shares way too early. I understand that you wanted them to issue shares or issue the share, or we didn't want them to issue the shares, but if they were, we wanted them to get it out of the way. But I think they could have made a lot more money from what was going on by issuing the shares later, right? Seeing the price increase and then issuing the shares based on the FOMO buying on high volume days, and then they could have made a lot more money so that they still don't have to force themselves into raising more money or adding more shares or anything like that. I think end of the year we're going to see a large increase, but I don't know if we're going to see the squeeze yet, which I'm happy with because I have call options for for December of 145, and I think we're going to get there. Xbox better didn't recognize you. I own all consoles. I love them all. I wish I could have a 5 minute one on one with you. So much to learn. Yeah, I mean, we can always work those things out. Having like a one on one, like one on one calls. We can definitely do something like that. I just need to work through the logistics of it and actually get a schedule because my schedule yesterday I was so depressed to where if I did not golf yesterday, I would have lost my mind. I'm telling you, I was so depressed with everything that was going on with work, and I know that I'm gonna log. I didn't want to log in right now because I feel like there's an influx of freaking emails and things that I need to do that I'm just gonna get myself upset about. Get myself upset about. I said get my set upset about. What the hell's my problem? Get myself upset about. So I definitely need to golf more because that's what frees my mind from everything that's going on. Which I love making money, so it's not something that I hate. It's just it frees my mind, especially with being in front of this computer for however many hours a day, at least 10, if not 12 hours a day. My thoughts it would start November, December. That would be awesome if it did. Then you got Black Friday. People gonna take like a share out and buy PS5 or something. Yeah, you have a few days of golfing coming, don't you? Yeah, I'm hoping I do. I just know that we're on vacation with two kids. Last time I wasn't able to golf at all, and we were in an area where they had a lot of great golf courses. It's just I couldn't do it. Like you know what I mean? Be a procrastinator. I can't. If I am, then it wouldn't go my way, or I would get fired, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But It just wouldn't be good at this time. Um, do some calisthenics to fix your back posture. My back posture is amazing. That's what I was told by um people at, like, I'd go to this golf show every year, not last year because it was closed down. I don't even know if I'm gonna go this year. Hopefully they have something. Um, but yeah, they have this like back product, and they were like, yeah, for people that have bad posture, and they were like, you don't need it. And I was like, aren't you gonna try and sell it on me? They're like, you don't need it. You have great posture. I was like, oh, okay. Care to share your thoughts on Kathy Wood adding Hood to her flagship ARK fund? Makes me want to sell out of ARK holdings. I mean, that'll probably be some people, the way some people think about it. But I mean, Hood, whether you like it or not, is, I understand that we hate the company itself and their decisions, but it's a good company. Like, I feel like it's good for the stock market. But then again, I don't really like Robinhood. So, I mean, I don't really have an opinion. You add whatever you think is going to make positive moves. So if it's making you money in any way, then it's not a bad thing. If it's losing you money, then it's a bad thing. So I understand you don't want to support Robinhood at all. That's a possible chance. I don't know if that's true. But if you're making money, it's better than, anything. So don't even worry about what the hell they're investing in. Just worry about if you're making money or not. He has a very stable genius back. That's talking about his posture just made everyone watching sit up straight. Probably. That's usually what happens when people mention posture. You just like, you get up and you stick your chest out. You arch your back or keep it as straight as possible. You always have that, like, your shoulder blade starts to touch. You know. So didn't get an alert this morning. That sucks. I got the 100 BTD and its liquidity is pending now. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Matt, for letting me help you help us. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I want to see what this thing can be. I mean, it's always interesting to people that, people that start cryptocurrencies. Obviously, there are a lot of freaking scams out there that are ridiculous. Um, I will never do anything like that. This is literally for more experimental, like, uh, purposes, but then also to create like a movement, like the understanding that buying the dip is not a bad thing, so it has no like real like use case behind it. It's more of a movement behind a movement, if that makes sense. So yeah, I want to see what this thing can be. And even if like one of you guys sell one coin, I want to see how that affects the the price whenever the price happens. Everybody mentions is it up showed? Up, everybody mentions that, and I haven't even looked it up yet. I don't know what the heck that is. Up showed. Mr. Rogers of Rug Pull. Also, it was obviously it was a cryptocurrency that was created. That's weird. So what he did was he rug pulled people. Is that what it is? How big was the rug pull? Was he, where was I at? I'm gonna make a crypto and call it scam coin or Ponzi coin. I think they already have those, scam coin or Ponzi coin, and people buy into them. Last week I traded all my September and December options for January 2023 options. I got 20 of them to lock in profits and hold for the highest price without any pressure to sell. I hear you. I think apes will get weary and sell out at 200 or whatever the price is going to be in the mini squeeze. Yeah, I think you're going to see an influx of people. I'm still on scale right now. I don't know why. Let's see what AMC's at. Oh, AMC's positive. Let's go. Let me lock this up. My account's sitting at like $49,000. Let's see. What am I looking at in the day? So yeah, it's making a move from 31 up to 32.03. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. You have to send me some BTD when you can. Send you a DM on Discord. Yeah, do you have MetaMask, or can I send it somewhere else? If you actually have the availability to see the coin, then I should be able to send it to you. And I think once it gets liquidity, I'll be able to see it on like PooCoin or something. Look at GME. True Squeeze is years away. All right, let's hit this. Where was that at? Look at GME. True Squeeze is years away. We will see pops though. That's always good. But we can hold on to whatever we hold on to. We could also see it dip quite a bit. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to actually squeeze. It's something that as long as you're comfortable with what you're holding and it's not going to end your life for holding that, then you're good. Just hold on to it, wait for that to make its move, and eventually it will work. I sent you my Trust wallet. Were you able to find BTD in there? I never got into OCGN, but I have other bags. Yeah. Happy AMC looking strong. Short interest, I still think is up there. Hope it continues into open. Yes. Anybody who thinks apes are selling for anything less than bankruptcy for hedge funds is blind. I hear you, but you also have people that are there just to secure the bag. Really, if they make $100,000, or people have, let's say if it gets to $1,000, that can make a lot of people a ton of money. And I guarantee you, and I don't want to spread anything or anything. I just want people to be realistic. And I want people to know that this can be a lot bigger than just $1,000. I think $1,000 is the floor. And if people are comfortable with the floor, then make your move. But, I think that's literally just the floor, and we're going to see huge increases. Matt, are you giving BTD to members or some special subscribers too? I was giving it to just members, but I have given it to some subscribers just to basically get liquidity up. And I think for subscribers, I'm giving just a little bit less. I haven't figured out what I'm doing. I know no matter what, I have to pay a gas fee for sending it. So I really want to create liquidity with 9,000 coins or tokens, or 10,000 tokens, and then take 9,000 and spread it amongst like a lot of people, and then I will keep 10,000 and let it sit there. And that's what we're looking for. So you always have that 10,000 that's going to hold. And then if I want to buy more, I'll buy more and work through the fluctuation just like everybody else is, So I want to see how big this thing can get, if it can get any bigger. I don't really know what the movement is, but we need to. I know in order to create value for the coin, you need to create liquidity, and I think I think I'm not sure if it's like one pool that you create that everybody contributes to, or if we're all doing separate pools. I haven't figured that out because I'm not 100% certain, but I have seen that you set up your own thing with either like a few hundred or 1,000 shares, and then you'll create that liquidity by basically applying it to a certain price. Anybody that did already create liquidity, do you know what the price point was that you created it at? Was it 8 cents or 2 cents or something like that? Like, I'm okay with it being pennies or lower than that if you guys understand exactly what's going on. $100K is the floor. I think that's a lot. Ooh. What's your, oh, you're not talking to me. Oh, so it is 9:01, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I appreciate talking to you guys about cryptocurrency, about AMC, you know, all of that stuff. You guys are amazing, and if I could find a way to send you guys BTD, as long as you guys are getting it and you have a BTD wallet that I could send it to, I can send you some, and we can get this liquidity thing started. You know, you do it on Uniswap, you do it on PancakeSwap if possible. I don't think it is, because I think PancakeSwap goes through like Binance, right? So I watched the video on Uniswap MetaMask, and I watched Matt's video. Did the same parameters as you did in your video. Okay, so it was about 8 cents. All right, that's good. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm trying to do like 9,000, like I said, 9,000, 10,000 coins, but for some reason it's giving me an option of 10,000, or sorry, $1,000 I'm gonna have to spend in Ethereum in order to even do that. And I was like, why should I have to pay $900 in gas fees to create liquidity? That doesn't make sense. So maybe it was just something to where I was doing too much in one day. That's possible. But anyways, guys, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Check out some of my other channels. I do have to upload on those. I've just been very busy and very depressed as to how busy I have been. But anyways, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for being here. I haven't played a single ad today. If I can get this mouse to work, that would be great. Can't even get over to the end stream button because the mouse is not working. All right, I'm here. See ya.